Postmodern Feminism. How many shrill, opinionated, fanatical women does it take to turn everyone against an ideology that hasn't been relevant since 1964? Just one, apparently. After a metric fuckton of browbeating and bitching, this postmodern crusader has single-handedly set feminism and its advocates back 10 years. But it's not like these people are currently disenfranchised at all. Let's forget for a moment that women in the U.S. can vote, own property, receive preferential treatment from the justice system, and enjoy all the protection that the law allows, to include the prohibition of gender discrimination as outlined in the Civil Rights Act of 1964, without ever having to worry about being drafted to fight in a war. Let's also forget that postmodern feminists have all of these privileges and still pretend that they are so severely oppressed that men everywhere should have their peckers chopped off in order to level the playing field. Do you people not understand how absurd that sounds? Do you people not understand that as native-born citizens of a first world country, you lead more privileged lives than the old kings of medieval Europe? The world is literally at your fingertips, and the battle for women's rights has already been won. But you can't help but rage against the idea that you have more opportunities and privileges than you know what to do with. If you really want to see disenfranchised women, pack your bags and head to the Ivory Coast, where girls get abducted to work on cocoa plantations. And while you're there, head east to the DRC, where rape is so commonplace that it's practically a national sport. And here you are, in the US of A, whining about how a few men objecting to emasculation is tantamount to slavery and forced intercourse. Susan B. Anthony must be rolling in her grave right now, because her idea of equality was not a bunch of fascists trying to suppress any ideas that run contrary to their own. Postmodern feminism gets 1 out of 5 stars and is a sad reminder that people in first world countries will always find something to bitch about while ignoring the real issues at hand, like why our politicians gave the state of Israel over $3 billion in tax dollars last year, even though almost a fifth of U.S. citizens live below the poverty line. And that's the only review that matters, here on Reviews That Matter.